Hello guys, welcome back to one more of my videos. This is gonna be a little bit of a different video. It's not a whole video or it's nothing really, no tips or anything related to comics per se. I decided to do this video because I was looking for a book and I was trying to find out a good Conan book, something that will have Robert E. Howard complete stories, or as many stories as we can put in one book. Now there are many books around. If you go to Amazon and you take a look, or you browse the web, there are many books about Robert E. Howard stories. Now some of those books have just quite a few stories. Some of those say advertise as complete Robert E. Howard stories, but I was trying to find out one that could give me the most out of it. Now I'm not sure, I may do this as another series for my videos. I don't own literally that many books, or books that you will call, I don't know, table books. Like not just novels, but books has illustrations, stories, articles about comics, about comic characters, or about anything related with that media. So like the publishers or the artists. So those are the type of books that slowly I'm starting to getting into. Slowly I'm starting to review and search and find out what are the best books for, say if I want to find a good book about Marvel or about DC or about a character. So in this particular case, this is a book about Conan. More specifically about Robert E. Howard stories. And again, the reason why I'm doing this is because while I was trying to find out a good book, I couldn't find good source material. Yeah, you can find some reviews for some people around on the web. Some reviews are useless. Oh yeah, I like this book. Oh yeah, this is great, buy it. Or no, I didn't like this book, it sucks. And it's like, really, I mean, that wasn't really too much of information. In some cases, Amazon has some previews, and you can find sometimes some previews around the web about the books. Sometimes they give you the index. Some of them, they just give you the cover and the back cover, and that's it. So I was like, okay, you know what, guys? I need something else. I want to browse through the book. It's like when you go to the library and you're looking for a good book, or to a bookstore and say, hey, I want to buy a good book, or something that caught my attention. May be good, may not be good. It all depends, or you won't really know until you read it. But at the beginning, you get attracted by the book, by what it contains, or what it says it contains. The illustrations, it had good illustrations, it doesn't have good illustrations, and so on, right? That's how you first got attracted to a book, unless you know exactly what you're looking for. Otherwise, then yeah, you're just browsing through the bookstore, you see something caught your attention, and it's like, this book looks like it may be good, and then you buy it. So that's what I wanted to do this book, this video. I wanted to show you guys the book. I cannot give you a review of the book because I haven't really read it, but at least I can show you the book. You can browse through it with me. We can see what it contains. And then you can decide, says, you know what, yeah, this is a good book. I may look for it myself and then buy it. Or, oh, you know what, thank you for showing me this, because then now I know that I'm not really interested in it. And then you don't have to buy it. So, well, with no further ado, let's just get started. This is the centenary edition for the Complete Chronicles of Conan by Robert E. Howard. The book is published, let me just take this out. The book is published by Glance, or Glance, I don't know how to pronounce that name. It's basically a European publisher. I think it's based in London. It's a very thick book. It has let's see. ...925 pages for the book, so it's one of the most complete in terms of pages, or big in terms of pages that I have seen about Robert E. Howard. It's a nice black. I'm not sure if I want to call it hardcover. I guess it's a hardcover, although it feels a little bit soft. But yeah, it's a hardcover. Now the book, I bought it on Amazon. I don't think it's brand new. It's a little bit things in the corners, but it's pretty good. I love it. At the beginning, I love it. The Complete Chronicles of Conan. You got the little Conan there. Black cover with golden lettering. It's pretty nice. I do like it. So let's see what else this book has to show us. I'm gonna see if I can do a little bit of zooming here. So first and foremost, it's a map of the Hyborian Age. Sorry. A little bit of information about Conan, some comments about Robert E. Howard, Stephen King, H.P. Lovecraft, Sprash de Camp, which is another big Conan author, made a lot of novels for Conan. Pretty cool. Some of the novels and stories by Robert E. Howard, not just by Conan. We had many stories, Robert E. Howard. Conan is probably his most known work. He also has Cruel the Conqueror and Barakamon or something. It's pretty complete. Goes from westerns to sci-fi to horror. Lots of it. So the Complete Chronicles of Conan, the Centenary Edition. I don't know if there's any other edition to this book, to be honest. Gowan's London. So let's see what else this book gives us. Some acknowledge about the book. First published in Great Britain in 2006. So, not that old. This is just probably some legal copyright for the stories. Memory of Karl Elder Wagner, who began this project more than a quarter of a century ago, and Sprague the Camp for keeping the Hyborian Age alive. Cool. Okay, so this is what I wanted to see, and I wanted to make sure. Let's just make a quick zoom of it. Everything that we can see. This is the index of the book, and let's see. I previously did a quick search because I mean, even though I love Conan and I know many of his stories, I don't know by memory how many of the stories have been published or have not, or are finished works, or are complete works by other authors. So I just took a look, and let's see what we have. So we have the Hyborian Age, which is an essay from Robert E. Howard about the world where Conan lives, Cruel and Conan and everything. So We have that Samaria, which is a poem or a verse made by Robert E. Howard. And then we come off with the stories. And the book also, when I was looking about it, it says that the stories are in the way that being published. Sometimes I find out that that's not necessarily true. So we have The Phoenix and the Sword, which I believe is his first work in Weird Tales. That was on 1932. And then The Scarlet Citadel, The Tower of the Elephant, The Black Colossus, The Slithering Shadow, or Sutal of the Dusk, The Pool of the Black One, Rogues in the House, Shadows in the Moonlight, Queen of the Black Coast, one of my favorites, The Devil in Iron, The People of the Black Circle, A Witch Should Be Born, not burn, born, forgive my pronunciation, Jewels of Galore, Beyond the Black River. If I'm going slow, it's because I'm comparing with the article that I found in Conan Wikipedia about all the stories. Shadows in Zambula, The Red Nails, The Hour of a Dragon. Alright, as of this point, those are all of the stories published by Robert E. Howard in Weird Tales while he was alive. So far, this is great. So far, it contains all of the stories. This is pretty good. And then The Frost Giant's Daughter, another of my favorite ones. Sorry if you hear that. That's the furnace kicking in. So my apologies. Frost of the Giant's Daughter, The God in the Bowl, The Veil of Lost Woman, The Black Stranger. Wow, pretty good. Those are stories that were finished by Robert E. Howard, but they weren't published while he was alive. All these stories, they're pretty cool. And then now, these stories are some drafts of fragments of stories. It's pretty cool. Drums of Tumbakul. What else we have? The Hand of Nergal, The Hand of the Dead, The Snout in the Dark, Walls Beyond the Borders. This is, according to the Wiki, this is The Walls Beyond the Borders is a story set in the Conan's world, but not about Conan. So, holy cow, this is good. Notes from Barren Peoples of the Hyborian Age and An Afterworld about Robert E. Howard and Conan by Stephen Jones. So far as it comes when it comes to stories, this I can tell, or I can see it has everything, or at least everything that the Wiki from Conan says it's been published either while he was alive or after post-mortem, or works or fragments that left behind. So this I can see that this book, this the Complete Chronicles on Conan, it really is a complete Chronicles on Conan. Now let's just do a little quick. I'm just gonna zoom out so we can see a little bit more of the book. And let's just go the Hyborian Age. Just a little bit of an illustration there. I like it. I'm not gonna browse the whole book because there's over 900 pages. We're just gonna go quickly through this. Let's see what else do we get here. Some nice drawings, nice illustrations. I mean, I can see that this book, probably because just the volume of content, there are not many illustrations. It doesn't really have that many illustrations or full page illustrations like some books. It just has a few drawings on the story, which is also nice. I mean, sometimes you see lots and lots of stories and then it's like some people wouldn't care. I mean, at this point, I don't care if it has anything on it or not. Just the fact that it has a story, and in terms of illustrations, just the fact that I have a book that has a complete work of Robert E. Howard on it, it's pretty amazing. Because like I said, I've seen other books that says, oh, complete Robert E. Howard books, or complete Weird Tales Robert E. Howard, and they only have 5 or 6 stories or 10. There was another book though sorry, for whatever reason my video stopped it. There was another book that when I was looking at this one, it did contain a preview of the book, and I was able to see the index of it, and that one, for what I can tell now, it does have the complete works of Robert E. Howard, but just the ones that were published while he was alive. It doesn't have the few little ones that were published post-mortem after he passed away, and it doesn't have the Hyborian Age nor the Conan poem, and it doesn't have all the drafts that comes here. It was also a pretty big book, but certainly not as 100 complete about this one. Now this one wasn't that easy to find, but you can find it on eBay or Amazon. Still have some pre-owned books. So I seriously, at this point, just by going by the stories that contains the books, just like that, I will recommend this book. If you are a Conan fan, if you like the stories, and you want to have the whole complete work by Robert E. Howard, by all means, get this book. I will seriously recommend it. It's pretty complete, nice, well done looking book. I will have to see about the addition of the book of the stories, but so far I can tell it's pretty good. In terms of content, it is what I was looking for. It has everything that I can get my hands on Robert E. Howard. Will there be a little bit more? Maybe, I don't know. But I took a quick look, I did a quick browsing on the web about the stories, and that list, as I was going through the index, it's as much as complete as I have seen it. Plus, it looks like it's 99% accurate in terms of the order of how they were published, those works by Robert E. Howard. So that's it. You also get that it's in order. It's not all random stories all put on it. So it's pretty good. So I certainly love this book. Oh wow, cool. Here we have a nice illustration from Conan. This is cool. So certainly I can probably say that I definitely recommend this book. Weird Tales, Shadows of Zambula. It's 1935. Let's see, does he has all that in all the stories? Probably not. I thought that maybe it'll show you the cover of the Weird Tales where the story was published. That would be cool if they had put also either at the beginning or the end of the story, if they had put the cover of the magazine where it got published. I think that would also could be a nice addition to the book. So that'll be cool. Doesn't look like they did, because we're just quickly browsing and there's nothing. So yeah, but that would have been cool if they would have put kind of like this, just a small, you don't have to do the whole page, or just a little small image of the magazine where the story was published. That would have been cool. The Black Stranger, Fantasy Magazine, 1953. Got another Conan the Conqueror by Robert E. Howard. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. A little bit of a bio about Robert E. Howard. Pretty cool. Certainly recommend this book. Got again the map at the end. So there you go, guys. A little bit of a browse through the pages of the Complete Conan Chronicles by Robert E. Howard. Hopefully you'll find this video helpful. If you were looking to buy a Conan book, I certainly recommend this book. Really, in terms of content, what does he has, and quality, I think it's pretty good. I think it will be probably this is going to become my Conan Bible from now on, in terms of stories, and original stories, original tales by Robert E. Howard. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll see you soon in another video, and hopefully you have enjoyed this and you have seen enough that you like and you want to go and run and buy it, or just go now, open up your browser, go to Amazon, and then see if you can get it. Really worth it. Alright, guys, take care. Cheers.